Solomon, the son of King David, was known for his immense wealth and wisdom. I think many of you may know him, but if you haven't, here he is. King Solomon was a ruler of ancient Israel. He's renowned for his wisdom, wealth, and the building of the first temple in Jerusalem. King Solomon significantly increased his wealth through a combination of wise governance, strategic trade partnerships, and innovative economic reforms. He had many ships that traveled far to bring back valuable things like gold, silver, ivory, monkeys, and peacocks every 3 years. People are not sure how much money he would have today, but some say it could be anywhere from $2 billion to $2.3 trillion. Most people think it's around $170 billion. This would make Solomon one of the richest people ever known, according to history and religious stories. Ever wondered how he got so rich? Well, there's a secret formula to his fortune, and it's not just a myth. There are 3 key strategies that Solomon used to amass his wealth. One of these strategies is actually mentioned in the Bible, and it's available for you to use right now. It could be your key to unlocking riches and success. We're going to talk about these 3 strategies that could help you get wealthy. And we're not talking about random tips. These are the actual methods used by Solomon himself, and now they're within your reach. Believe it or not, these strategies can open up a whole new world of opportunities for you, and not just in terms of money. Wealth means different things to different people, and these strategies, or principles as I like to call them, can connect you to a boundless source of prosperity. But it's not just about getting rich. These principles are the foundation of true wealth, which includes creating, preserving, and expanding your resources. I've always aimed to share my knowledge in the simplest way possible, so everyone can grasp it. If you've enjoyed this video, why not give it a like? And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Stick around till the end of this video. It's packed with valuable insights. The story of King Solomon and his wisdom. Some folks might grumble. Sure, Solomon was rich from the start. And yes, he wasn't perfect. He made mistakes, and his grand temple is now just ancient rubble. But here's a fresh take on wealth. It's not just about money. Wealth can open up new paths and magnify our good traits, as well as our flaws, if we let it. Solomon may have been born a prince, but that didn't mean he'd automatically keep his riches or his dad's throne. It's like hitting the jackpot. The cash won't last unless you do something more. And Solomon? He wasn't flawless. But then again, nobody is. We often put leaders and celebrities on a pedestal, expecting them to be spotless. Yet, when they falter, we're quick to dismiss their good deeds over their blunders. Remember, wealth isn't a one-way ticket to lifelong prosperity. But if you embrace timeless truths, you can build, preserve, and share wealth. This video isn't about pushing any beliefs. It's about sparking your own thoughts, helping you figure out what clicks for you. Now, let's delve into Solomon's secrets, saving the juiciest bit for the end. Please, hang in there till the video wraps up. In a dream, God offered Solomon anything. Solomon chose wisdom to lead his nation, and God also threw in riches and honor for good measure. Did you know? Solomon was pretty young when he took the throne. The Bible says he was clueless about ruling. He knew that his inherited fortune wasn't enough. He needed wisdom to truly be a king. That's the first secret. Wisdom is more precious than gold. Solomon himself said, "It's better to seek wisdom than to fill your pockets with gold." Money's no good without the hunger for wisdom. So, let's explore how wisdom can be the real treasure. The idea of wisdom and wealth in a straightforward way. To be a good ruler, to keep his wealth, and to grow it, Solomon knew he couldn't be greedy. He needed to be wise. He wrote in the book of Proverbs that wisdom is worth more than gold and understanding is better than silver. He also said that money is useless in the hands of someone who doesn't seek wisdom. You shouldn't chase after wealth alone. Your main goal should be to gain wisdom and keep learning more and more. Wisdom and good judgment are key to creating, keeping, and increasing wealth, and they'll earn you respect too. Believe it or not, wealth is within your reach. But you have to be ready in your mind to see it and make it real in your life. You can train your mind to be open to it. Solomon's second secret to wealth was about taking control. This means you have to act. Listen carefully. Being lazy leads to being broke. but working hard brings riches. There's no point in getting wise if you don't use that wisdom to do something. Think about it. Did Solomon just get a wisdom download from heaven? Or did God give him chances to use that wisdom and become the smartest king ever? What's your take? Feel free to share in the comments. Now, let me share something with you. I believe we can connect with a kind of infinite wisdom. We'll talk more about this in the third secret. But remember, wisdom is only real when we use it. Otherwise, it's just information. In today's world, where we can find anything we want instantly, too much information is overwhelming if we don't apply it. It's useless to learn about investing from a rich person's book if we don't actually invest ourselves. Every effort pays off, but just talking leads to nothing. Wisdom is only useful when we act on it. Got it? I hope so. Now, putting aside Solomon's lessons and looking at what Jesus said about asking, believing, and receiving, I want to clarify something. Many people who explore the law of attraction, metaphysics, new thought, and positive thinking believe that to receive, you just need to meditate and wait. But there's more to it than that. Let's explore this idea in a new light. Initially, I thought like many others, not expecting the worst but not fully grasping the concept of receiving as Jesus taught. To receive is to reclaim what's already yours. It's about making real what you've envisioned in your mind. I won't dive deep into this today to keep things short. But remember, to truly receive means to act, to use what you know and the ideas you believe in. When you're clear about what you want and you act on it, that's when things start to happen. Take Solomon's request for wisdom, for example. After God promised him wisdom, wealth, and fame in a dream, Solomon had to show his wisdom in real life, not just as a gift from above. You might know the tale. 2 women claimed the same baby as their own before King Solomon. They lived together, and each had a baby boy. One night, one baby died, and the women argued over the living child. Solomon's solution? He suggested cutting the living child in 2, so each woman could have half. The real mother, driven by love, begged to spare the child's life, even if it meant losing him. Solomon declared her the true mother. This story spread, and people saw Solomon's wisdom in action, realizing that God's wisdom was indeed with him to make fair judgments. Before this, maybe the people doubted the young king's wisdom. Solomon had to prove himself by using his wisdom as a ruler. If you get what I'm saying, write down this phrase to cement the idea. To create wealth, I must use the wisdom I've gained. Now, let's move on to Solomon's third secret, which is subtle in the Bible but revolves around honor, gratitude, and being genuine. Keep this in mind as we continue. Let's look at Solomon's third secret in a new light. This secret is subtle in the Bible, but it's all about honor, thankfulness, and being true to oneself. This is a crucial point to grasp. Solomon showed his love for God not just by following his father David's rules, but also by giving offerings and burning incense at holy sites. Solomon traveled to Gibeon, the most important holy place, to give sacrifices. There, he offered 1,000 burnt offerings on the altar. Now, I'm not saying I support the idea of burnt offerings or animal sacrifices. To me, that doesn't seem right. But back in Solomon's time, this was a normal way to show gratitude, and that's the key here. Solomon's heart was filled with sincerity and deep gratitude. We see this when God speaks to Solomon in a dream, saying, "Ask for anything you want, and I'll give it to you." Solomon's answer shows his humble and thankful nature. He said, "You've been so kind to my father David because he was loyal, just, and honest. You've continued this kindness by letting his son become king. Now, here I am, young and inexperienced, leading your chosen people, a nation so vast it can't be counted. So please, give me a wise and understanding heart to rule over your people and know the difference between right and wrong." Even before he asked for wisdom, which would make him one of the richest and smartest men ever, Solomon already had a heart full of gratitude and honesty. This is what made him not just wealthy in possessions, but rich in wisdom and respect. Wisdom is super valuable, even more than gold. Working hard brings success. If you're not sure about working hard, look it up, okay? Also, having a thankful and honest heart connects you to a place where all the answers are. But we can keep talking in the comments. Hope you liked today's video. That's it for now. Bye, and see you in the next video.